Among many Londoners, the date, July 29, 1981, is still remembered as remarkable because of the wedding of Prince Charles and Lady Di on that day. However, for the family of 8-year-old Vishal Mehrotra, the date is etched in memory for a different reason: the sudden disappearance of the boy. Vishal and his younger sister Mamta were watching the royal wedding festivities from the window of their father Vishambar's office. The family stayed there until 12:30 p.m., when they took a train from Temple Station, arriving at East Putney a little over an hour later. Tired of the noisy celebrations of the royal ceremony, the father decided to take a nap at home and left the two children in the care of their regular nanny, Joanna. Before leaving, he gave Vishal and Mamta 20 pence each for sweets. It was the last time Vishambar saw his son. According to a police report dated January 1983, Joanna took her young charges to a newsstand before they decided to walk to Putney High Street to buy medicine for treating a sore throat. However, Vishal became tired and asked to go home to his father. Since the boy had shown great intelligence and independence from an early age, Joanna had no concerns about letting him go alone. Joanna, together with Mamta, returned home at around 3 p.m., only to be surprised not to find Vishal there. At first, it was assumed that the child had gone out to play with his friends without telling anyone, so his disappearance was not reported until 7 p.m. Vishal's former neighbor and playmate Matthew later recalled, "The nation was playing princes and princesses. And yet the dark side of this fairy tale is closer to folklore, the abduction and murder of a child." For a long 7 months, the family lived in anticipation of any news about their missing son. On February 21, 1982, two brothers out hunting in the woods near the village of Rogate, West Sussex, discovered human bones and a skull. It was later confirmed that the remains were partial remains of the missing Vishal. The coroner's inquest concluded with a verdict of accidental death resulting from a children's game. The person responsible was never identified or brought to justice. Nearly 40 years later, in April 2023, the BBC podcast Vishal helped uncover material that could point to a link between Vishal's disappearance and a pedophile gang operating at the time. This material includes a document titled Vishal, written in 1983 by a pedophile about a boy he had abused. A Scotland Yard detective described it as the most groundbreaking piece of evidence in the history of the entire investigation. Not long ago, Vishambar, now a retired judge, criticized the work of the police and called on the Prime Minister to help bring the case to light. "I have no faith at all in the police service. Over the past 2 to 4 years, they have botched every investigation they could have brought to a conclusion. They were careless. The only person with the proper authority is the Prime Minister. He is the only one I can rely on to resolve the problem."